Well, hello, welcome. I'm glad that you're with us as we continue our chronological read through of the Bible. Today and tomorrow, we're going to read the book of Amos. Now, Amos is a native of Judah, but his work as a prophet is restricted to the northern kingdom, Israel. He works and he writes not long after Jonah. As Amos prophesies, Syria is gaining strength. Assyria has enough strength to defeat many of Israel's old foes, but they're not strong enough yet to take on Israel herself. Not yet. Indeed, the northern kingdom at this point in time is reclaiming some of the land that it had previously lost, and the nation appears to be prospering. But at the core, she remains apostate and rotting. Amos is a collection. The book of Amos is a collection of visions, declarations, actually with a surprise declaration at the end of the restoration of Israel in the Messianic age. Well, imagine the response of Israel as God, through Amos, condemns Damascus and then Gaza and then Tyre, Edom, Moab. I mean, surely she cheers as God speaks out against the evil and against their evil and promises his punishment. Even when God calls out Judah, Israel likely gloats with satisfaction. But that self-assurance surely turns to anger as God sets his sight on Israel herself, condemning her with nearly as many words as all of the others combined. God accuses Israel of breaking virtually every part of the covenant, and he makes it clear that no one will be able to escape the coming judgment. At least they won't be able to escape of their own accord. We do well to think long and hard on our own situation, our own society, the way we live in it. We too worship other gods. We whore after pleasures, and we fail to care for the needy that God has placed among us. So God makes it clear. Um, well, now I'm reverting back to the discussion that Amos is having with the northern kingdom. God makes it clear that outsiders will come into the land, that outsiders will destroy Israel, plunder them. Only a remnant will be rescued. Actually, the illustration that Amos uses is it's like being able to retrieve a leg or an ear from the mouth of a lion who devours the sheep. In chapter 4, we read how God has already tried to get Israel's attention over and over again, but she just won't listen. She won't return. So in chapter 5, God pleads one more time with Israel to seek him and live, to seek good and not evil. For when his judgment comes, there's no longer any time for escape. The imagery used here is very, very clear. Person running from a lion, well, he'll be met by a bear. The person seeking shelter in his home will be bitten in his home by a snake. God makes it clear that he takes no pleasure in their sacrifices because their hearts are far from him. Our reading today ends with God's word that Israel will be sent into exile and she will never again return. As you know, soon that is exactly what will happen at the hands of the Assyrians. Well, may God continue to be with you and bless you in your reading. As always, I pray that the time we spend together here is helpful in understanding how these various things, the various pieces and prophecies and so on fit together. I look forward to gathering with you again tomorrow to finish up the book of Amos.